Imagine there's a single action that only 1% of people take, and if you commit to it for just 20 days, you'll begin to see money flowing into your life within 21 days. It sounds simple, perhaps too simple, but its power is immense. Yet most people remain oblivious to the profound impact this small shift can have on their reality. Most individuals live trapped in a binary mindset. They believe they must choose between happiness and financial success. They think they can't have both, so they settle for one at the expense of the other. You've probably heard phrases like, money isn't everything. At least I'm happy. But deep down, they still yearn for financial freedom. Here's the truth. You don't have to choose. The top 1% knows better. They understand that happiness and wealth are not mutually exclusive. Why? Because they've trained their minds to believe that both are possible. Your brain responds to the conditioning you feed it. If you train it to accept that abundance and joy coexist within your reach, that's precisely the life you'll create. The real challenge lies in recognizing that the assumptions you hold about life are what keep you confined. If you believe in limitations, you're creating them yourself. The only barriers that exist are the ones you impose. So, pause and ask yourself, what do I truly want? You might be surprised to realize you don't even know. Why? Because years of conditioning have taught you to think only in terms of what seems possible, not what you genuinely desire. You may find yourself saying things like, if only I could pay the rent or cover my bills. But that scarcity mindset is exactly what keeps you stuck. When you aim low, you get just enough to stay where you are. Now, take a moment to acknowledge this. You are capable of far more. Wealth and happiness can be yours. The 1% who understand this know that money listens. It responds when called. But first, you need to shift your mindset. Have you ever noticed how people who lack money talk endlessly about their lack? They say things like, you don't understand my situation. I don't have the right degree, connections, or resources. It's as though they're trapped in a self-reinforcing cycle of, I don't have, constantly reaffirming why success feels impossible. This mental prison is the very reason they remain stagnant. By focusing on limitations, they build walls around their potential. But here's the breakthrough. Money is energy, and it responds to your focus. From this moment forward, stop repeating disempowering phrases like money isn't important, or you need money to make money. These statements only hold you back. Shift your perspective and watch as doors of possibility begin to open. To embrace this new way of thinking, I invite you to make a commitment today. Decide, not just in thought but aloud, that you will be rich and happy. Say it boldly. I am wealthy and joyful. Declare it daily, affirm it consistently, and observe how your mindset begins to transform. You have the power to shape your reality, and it starts with believing you deserve both prosperity and fulfillment. It's time to break free from the self-imposed limits and start living the life you've always dreamed of. Have ye ever convinced yourself you're not good enough? That you lack the qualifications or credentials? Perhaps others have told ye you're too young, too old, or simply incapable of achieving your dreams. The world is quick to label and limit, whether through education, family struggles, or setbacks you've faced in recent years. And yes, it's easy to feel stuck, especially when every effort seems to meet frustration. But here's the undeniable truth. Money has ears. It hears when you call. There are no real limits in life, except those we place upon ourselves. You are divine. Yes, you. You didn't come into this world merely to survive or scrape by. The challenges you face do not define you unless you allow them to. You are destined for greatness. I know life can feel overwhelming, especially when every attempt at success seems to end in frustration. Financial struggles, stress, and endless cycles of doubt can weigh heavily. When trapped in fight or flight mode, it's tempting to believe nothing will ever change. But here's the key insight. This doesn't have to be your reality. You don't have to resign yourself to the belief that this is just how life is. You are more than your circumstances. Pause for a moment and visualize the life you truly desire. There's a difference between idle dreaming and actively visualizing your future. The top 1% doesn't just dream. They see it, feel it, and know it's possible. They wake up each morning with purpose, believing they are worthy of success. They envision themselves in healthy relationships, thriving careers, and enjoying financial freedom. Meanwhile, most people remain stuck in the hope zone, wishing for improvement, waiting for luck to strike someday. But wishing is passive. Visualization is active. It requires feeling, believing, and knowing that what you seek is already yours. I share this with you because I want you to stop settling. Stop accepting limitations that aren't real. Money and success don't happen by chance. They result from your energy, mindset, and beliefs. Your thoughts are powerful. They shape your reality. If you continue to think you're stuck or incapable of change, you'll manifest those very limitations. But if you shift your energy and truly believe you're worthy of success, everything can transform. Here's a mind-blowing truth. The physical reality around you, the chair you're sitting on, the money in your hand, the walls surrounding you, isn't as solid as it appears. When scientists examine the structure of matter, they discover it's composed of atoms, which are themselves made up of subatomic particles. And those particles, they're 99% empty space. Everything you see is essentially energy, not solid matter. Even that $100 bill in your hand is pure energy. Why does this matter? Because your thoughts are energy too. Most people use their energy to recreate the same limitations over and over. Limiting beliefs, negative assumptions, and patterns that keep them stuck. Happy, healthy, successful people, on the other hand, believe abundance is possible, that they are enough, and that success is their natural state. You possess the same power, the power to break free from old patterns to reshape your reality. But it begins with a shift in how you see yourself and the world around natural state. You possess the same power, the power to break free from old patterns to reshape your reality. But it begins with a shift in how you see yourself and the world around you. When you believe that more is possible, that success is already on its way to you, you'll start to see your reality take form. So begin to envision the life you desire. Feel it, believe it, and trust that you are worthy of it. Money is waiting to flow to you. Success is poised to appear, and your dreams are ready to manifest. But the key is to stop living within artificial limits and start seeing yourself as the limitless, divine being you truly are. Your future is yours to create, and now is the time to bring it to life. The recent involvement of multiple nations in attacks against Israel has sparked widespread alarm, with critics warning of a dangerous escalation that could spiral into a global conflict. Religious leaders, deeply concerned about the potential for widespread suffering, have urged reflection and prayer as a means to navigate these perilous times. In such a volatile climate, the need for faith becomes even more evident. With the specter of war looming, many are turning to their spiritual beliefs for comfort and guidance, finding solace in the understanding that, despite the chaos, God remains sovereign. The Virgin Mary has repeatedly assured the faithful that her Immaculate Heart will ultimately triumph, bringing peace to the world. However, she has also cautioned that this victory will not come without significant trials. In light of this, religious leaders are calling on believers to stand firm, trusting in God's divine plan rather than succumbing to fear or despair. Faith, especially during times like these, is truly tested. The message is clear. Hold steadfast to your belief in God's promises, knowing that those who pray for peace and seek the intercession of the Virgin Mary are protected. Inner peace, necessary to overcome any obstacle. Father Michel Rodriguez has also highlighted a crucial aspect of the current crisis, its reflection of a deeper spiritual battle unfolding within the Church itself. The Church is grappling with internal struggles, marked by scandals and heresies, which Father Rodriguez believes manifest in tangible ways in the physical world. This spiritual warfare, he argues, mirrors the external conflicts we witness on the global stage. As such, it is imperative that Christians pray not only for world peace, but also for the unity and purity of the Church. We must heed the warnings issued. Inner peace necessary to overcome any obstacle. Father Michel Rodriguez has also highlighted a crucial aspect of the current crisis, its reflection of a deeper spiritual battle unfolding within the Church itself. The Church is grappling with internal struggles, marked by scandals and heresies, which Father Rodriguez believes manifest in tangible ways in the physical world. This spiritual warfare, he argues, mirrors the external conflicts we witness on the global stage. As such, it is imperative that Christians pray not only for world peace, but also for the unity and purity of the Church. We must heed the warnings issued by spiritual authorities. As the world confronts escalating crises, believers must prepare both spiritually and practically. Faith and prayer stand as our most vital resources in navigating these uncertain times. Father Rodriguez urges us to emulate the wise virgins who remained ever ready with their lamps lit, anticipating the Lord's return. In this unpredictable and perilous world, our faith acts as a guiding light, leading us safely through turbulent times. If we cling steadfastly to our beliefs and trust in the transformative power of prayer, we will be equipped to face the challenges before us and fulfill God's divine plan. As we journey together through these trying times, may we draw strength from one another and from our shared faith, knowing that God's protection and guidance will lead us to peace and eternal salvation.